Wanna reach high divisions and take your gameplay to the next level? Deep down you know you can improve and you know you can do better, and it's easy. You just need to understand the new mechanics and the new gameplay that we have in FC26, and I am here today to make sure that you do. On this video I'm gonna give you some tips on how to improve in FC26. We are gonna talk about dribbling, passing, defending, attacking, building up an attack and finishing. Basically on this video we're gonna have more than 7 topics and tips to improve in FC26. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. Looking to build your dream team in FC26? U7buy is the most trusted website out there with fast delivery and 100% the safest way to upgrade your team. With over 40,000 reviews and verified by many huge content creators around the world. 24/7 online customer support, and now you can enjoy free coins with every order and the chance to win up to 4 million coins. Don't forget to use the code Y5K for an extra 8% off. And now let's jump straight into the video. The first topic that we are going to talk about is building up an attack. The best tip that anyone can give you about building up an attack is to trigger your players to get in behind. But sometimes you don't have to actually play it to the player who is trying to get in behind. No, you can use him as a bait. Now to trigger a player to get in behind, all you have to do, aim at the player and then tap the L1 button on PlayStation or the LB button on Xbox, or there is another method that you can use, and that is before you pass the ball, hold on the L1 button and then pass the ball. With that, after you play a pass the ball, you are going to see him trying to get in behind. And my tip for you on this video, sometimes like I said, use it as a bait. Use it to confuse your opponent and the defenders and to give yourself more options on the attack. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. As you can see, I'm building up an attack, the ball on the wing now, so I trigger my left back to get in behind by pressing the L1 button. As you can see, now my left back will be trying to get in behind. When I passed the ball to the striker, as you can see, my opponent knew that he made a mistake with his fullback, so now he is trying to fix that with his center backs, because I have got my left back running on the wing, and what that give me is more space. And because now it's so obvious that my left back has got the space and I can play it to him, and my opponent is starting to cut the passing lines, I don't actually play the pass. What I did is I start moving to the empty space, and my opponent now realized that I'm moving to the empty space, so he is moving back with his center back. So now what I did is trigger my other striker to get in behind, and when he's about to break the defense line, I go for a lofted through pass, performed by double tapping the through pass, and I am through and an easy goal. You saw how easy I got my opponent confused. Sometimes you have to trigger a player to get in behind, but you don't have to actually play it to the player. No, use it as a bait. The most important thing is start triggering your players to get in behind. It will make your life easier and you are going to see yourself scoring more goals, especially on the counter attack. And not only that, also when you don't pass it to the player who's trying to get in behind, what will happen is your player who's trying to get in behind will push the defense line further back, and that will give you more space. Now let's move on into the next step and let's talk about passing in this game. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely loving the passing in this game. First time passes are really nice, and if there's a tip that I can give you about passing in this game, it's going to be sometimes you should use a swerve through pass, not a normal through pass. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a swerve through pass or a curved through pass, it's performed by holding the L2, LT button and then going for a through pass with at least 2 or 3 bars of power. You have to put a lot of power on the pass, and what will happen in game, it's going to be a through pass to the empty space. It's gonna have a little curve on it, so basically you can curve the pass behind the defenders. And to make it easy for you to understand, let me give you a quick example. As you can see, I'm going for a counter attack. The first thing that I have done when I got the ball with my striker is trigger my right mid to get in behind. Again, triggering your players is really important. And then when my right mid is about to break the defense line, I don't go for a normal through pass. No, I use a swerve through pass, because like I said, it will curve, and in a situation like this, it's the perfect time to use a swerve through pass behind 2 defenders into the empty space, and you want to play the through pass around the defenders. This is exactly when to use a swerve through pass. And as you can see, the pass will have a little curve on it. It will curve into the empty space, but like I said, not always, because sometimes a normal through pass will do the job. You don't have to complicate things, but when you are in a situation like this that I have shown you, it's literally the perfect situation to use a swerve through pass around the defenders into the empty space with a little curve on the pass. Next up, let's talk about dribbling in FC26. You either love the dribbling mechanics that we have in FC26 or you absolutely hate it and you don't like the dribbling in this game at all. Everyone has got a different point of view. However, one thing that we all can agree on, dribbling is way better than what we had in FC25 and FC24. Now, the tip that I can give you about dribbling is going to be take care of the first touch. I'm going to show you some of the mechanics that you can use with the first touch that will literally take your first touch to the next level, because as we all know, taking a first touch is so effective in this game. You can literally move into the empty space using one good mechanic for the first touch. The first mechanic that I'm going to show you is by holding the R1 button and then flick your right stick wherever direction you want your player to take the first touch to. The best direction is when you aim it backward. You aim it at the opposite direction that your player is facing. That's the best animation, I would say. But the second way to take a first touch is going to be by flicking the ball. It's kind of broken at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. It's EA in the end, so of course we are going to have broken things in this game. To do that, all you have to do when you are about to take a first touch, press the right stick, press the R3 button on PlayStation, and using the left stick, aim where you want your player to take the first touch to. What will happen in game, your player will flick the ball as a first touch, and it's so unexpected in game, it's so unpredictable, and that's what makes it really good in this game. Your opponent won't see it coming. Not only that, also if you use a player who has got the first touch playstyle plus, it would be perfect to use in game. Your player with the first touch playstyle plus will have more control of the ball after you flick it. You can use it backward, you can use it forward, to the right, to the left, you can exit wherever you want. Like I said, with the left stick, aim where you want your player to take the first touch to. Is it broken in game? Well, kind of, but at the same time it actually takes skills and you need a player who has got the first touch playstyle. Next up, we are going to talk about defending. It's safe to say that we are all struggling to defend in this game. However, I have found my way to defend, and of course I'm going to show you how to do that. The only way that I can defend in this game is by completely not controlling any of my defenders at all. It's sad, yup, it's actually sad, but when I don't control any of my defenders, the defenders by themselves, they are going to mark the attackers, they are going to go for a stand tackle by themselves if the attacker run into the defender, and also they might intercept the ball. Now, some of you are really good at timing the tackle and going for a stand tackle. Not for me, sadly. The best way for me to defend in this game is completely not control any of my defenders. I need my right back, left back, right center back and left center back all next to each other. I need that defense line, and the way that I defend is by using my midfielders. I start controlling one of my CDMs or my center mids and go backward with them and start cut the passing lines, and that's for me the only way to defend in this game, because when I start controlling any of my defenders, my opponent is gonna have empty space. My defenders are gonna move so slow and way slower than the attackers. So for that reason, right now with the gameplay that we are playing, this is how I am defending. Unless my opponent is inside the box, that time, yup, I start controlling one of my defenders to go for a stand tackle or maybe block the shot. Other than that, when my opponent is just building up an attack, don't control any of your defenders. No, start defending using your midfielders. Next up, let's talk about the playstyles. Let's talk about some of the playstyles plus that must be in your team. The first one is going to be a defending playstyle. I'm talking about the intercept playstyle. This one, in my opinion, the best defending playstyle plus that we have this year. Just take this clip as an example. How did Marquinhos get the ball when I am literally shielding the ball and I have gone for a driven pass which has more power than a normal pass? I'm absolutely loving the intercept playstyle plus, and for that reason I have bought Marquinhos into my team. The second playstyle, it's going to be a goalkeeper playstyle. I'm talking about the one where your goalkeeper will rush out quicker than normal. This one is absolutely fantastic in this game. Not only because how quick your goalkeeper will rush out, no, it's also because of the animation. When your goalkeeper is about to save the ball after rushing finishing out, you will get better animations. You are going to see some clips with Ellison, who has got the Playstyle Plus, and you are going to see some clips with Martinez, who has got only the normal Playstyle, and it is really effective in game. I'm not talking about only how fast the goalkeeper will rush out, no, I'm also talking about the animations. As you can see from Martinez, he only got the normal Playstyle, and some of the animations is absolutely fantastic and will save you. In my opinion, this year, this is the best goalkeeper Playstyle, and the second best goalkeeper Playstyle, it's going to be the one that your goalkeeper save shots with his feet. I'm not sure what it's called, however, it's absolutely fantastic against low-driven shots. Talking about low-driven shots, of course, the low-driven shot Playstyle Plus is another huge one. I'm not gonna say it's broken, no, but it's the best way to finish in this game. Having a player who has got the Playstyle Plus will make your life easier. And now in FC 26, you can also go for a finesse low-driven, which is really good in this game. And of course, we have to mention the incisive pass Playstyle Plus. I think with this one, you are all gonna agree with me. The incisive pass Playstyle Plus is literally the best passing playstyle, and there's no way to stop a through pass with a player who has got the incisive pass Playstyle Plus. Now, of course, we have got other playstyles that can be so effective for you in game. I'm talking about the finesse, the raccoon, the jockey Playstyle Plus. They are all really effective in game, and the technical as well. But in my opinion, having these 4 playstyles that I have shown you is the most important thing, and then you can look at other playstyles. Next up, really quick, I'm gonna talk about something that you should stop doing if you are doing. I'm talking about sprinting too much, holding the R2 RT, running too much, especially when you are attacking from the middle. This is a big mistake. EA have literally made passing and dribbling so good this year, so you don't have to sprint that much. I'm not saying that you should not sprint, no. Of course, when you got space, when you are running on the wing, of course you should be sprinting. However, the more you sprint, the less control of the ball that you are gonna get. So basically, if you are sprinting, if there's a defender coming towards you player, he can easily get the ball off you, and that's the reason why from a time to time you have to take your hands off the running button. I'm showing you some clips where I'm scoring goals by just using passing and some dribbling mechanics, and you can easily do that as well. Some left stick dribbling and some technical dribbling, you are going to see yourself going behind the defenders. You should not be running all the time unless you have got some space. That time, of course, without me saying it, you have to be sprinting. And one last thing, we are going to talk about finishing. Finishing in this game, for me, I don't have any problem with finishing in this game. However, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to be a better finisher. First thing first, inside the box, low-driven shots. Even if you are not using a player who has got the Playstyle Plus, the normal Playstyle will do the job. But when you are cutting from the wing, of course, the best option you got is to go with a finesse. Finesse shots will always be good, especially with the players who has got the Playstyle and the Playstyle Plus. One more thing about finishing, moving the goalkeeper is actually so good in this game. So if your opponent move the goalkeeper to the correct position where you are going to shoot, he is going to save it no matter what. And for that reason, in almost every single match, you are going to see your opponent moving the goalkeeper. So in a lot of situations, especially when you got space and time, you can take your time to see if your opponent is going to move the goalkeeper. If you see the goalkeeper moving, straight away go for a near post finish. When your opponent save your first shot by moving the goalkeeper, that does mean most likely the second time that you are going to shoot, he is going to move the goalkeeper again. So you can start going for a near post finish. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, these are all the tips that I have got for you on this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Still, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.